I'm gonna need some pre-workout, man, because I can't wake up. I wasn't gonna mess with no pre-workout, man, but I need a little bit to to do this exercise. I don't think I'm gonna work out today, man. My body is telling me I need to rest one day, but I need to do something. So I'm gonna take some pre-workout. Shit. But let me tell you something, man, real quick about my homeboy Berto. That guy has no options. He's an incel. He keeps going back to the same woman that showed a little bit of interest in him, and it's been months, and he he's still tripping off that one woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it, Kicks? He's still tripping off that one woman. I was like, bro, that been like 6, 7 months ago that you and her had a little bit of something. You know, I don't know if he had sex with her, but they was starting to see each other. And then they kept getting into arguments and fights and stuff all the time. And I'm like, okay, bro, you need to like find you another woman or something, because this one don't want you. Even though she don't want him, bro, he keeps coming back like a cockroach. And I'm like, damn, this is what happens when you got one itis. You just got one woman, and it's been months, and you still keep coming around trying to talk to her. What's up with the boss? I need some real caffeine, man.
Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome.
What's up, boss?
Hello, welcome.
6.
$9.75.
How much is that Red Bull?
Hmm?
How much is that Red Bull?
$2.89.
And how much is these? That's gotta be wrong. It's supposed to be $3.
Wait.
Hello, welcome.
I charge for 6. $6.50.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right.
Yeah. So 5, 6. Yeah, 50 cents.
Yeah.
50 cents. Thank you.
Hey, man. Have a good day, brother. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. The guy, he's willing to go to jail behind a female that's a 3 in looks. And I told Berto, I said, dude, do not mess with her, bro. Don't go over there. He just keeps coming back like a cockroach to the same woman. And I'm like, damn, because no other woman wants him, bro. You know, and she want me to fight her battle for her. I'm like, look, you got involved with him. You decided to get involved with him. I told you. You know, and the guy, he got one itis, man, and he keeps going back to the same woman over and over again like a cockroach, man. He won't leave. That's what happens when nobody want you. You get one itis. It's like Sub 5 Stalker. The bra had one itis. She wouldn't leave me alone. You know. Sub 5 Stalker wouldn't leave me alone, man. Because she had one itis, man. These people could be the most dangerous people in the world. When they get stuck on just one person, you know what I'm saying? They'll go to jail. In some cases, they'll kill you. I done heard of cases of motherfuckers getting killed because the other person couldn't let go. One-itis. That's what they call it in the pickup community, right? You know, it's like, you willing to go to jail, you willing to die? That let me know that you have very little options. You cannot move on in life because you have very little options. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, go get some options. Go get you another woman. Move on. And that's a sign of a nigga not having any options in his life, bro. He don't have any women. See, if he had other options, he'll be able to move on really quickly. But a man with no options, he not trying to move on because you are his only option. You're the only woman in the world that want him. Oh, man. He's a dangerous motherfucker, bro. That's bad. When only one woman on this planet want you, you're going to keep going back to that woman. Feel what I'm saying? And he just obsessed with her. I'm like, this girl's ugly. She's like a 3. But yeah, he's like a 4. So they both match. Like that one broad at Starbucks, the ugly broad that looked like a ghoul from Fallout. That bitch is ugly. I would never get involved with her. I could tell she'll be stalking me for months, for years. And she can remind me of Sub 5 Stalker too. But she's uglier than Sub 5 Stalker. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I don't care how desperate I am for sex. I wouldn't touch her because I know even if I did, man, she'll be stuck to me like glue, bro. Literally, I won't be able to remove her. You know what I'm saying? Because these women, they could be dangerous too when they got one-itis. They just won't, they'll never let you go, bro, and they won't leave you alone. Like I said, Sub 5 Stalker wouldn't leave me alone, bro. She was stalking me for months, bro. Can you imagine a woman just stalking you for about 5 or 6 months and you try to forget about her? You know what I'm saying? And she just keeps on stalking you. I mean, she was pushing me away even more just by her attitude. She was ugly on the outside and she was ugly on the inside. I can't believe I tried to lay down with her, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe I tried to stick my dick in her, bro. I was like, man, what was I thinking? The drinking had got to me. That's what happened. The drinking got to me. The drinking got to me, and I tried to stick my dick in her, bro. And soon after that, she started texting me, asking me for money and shit. I'm like, go ahead and fly your own sign. I ain't giving you shit. She asked me for $40, bro. I said, this bitch done asked me for money already? And then she was just stalking by my car. I couldn't get rid of her. She stalked my car for like a long time. Even when I was in it, man, I could hear her outside, man. Man, them seagulls, man, they make a loud noise when they eat. Well, you guys scream when you eat, and they get excited when they see food. You know what I'm saying? That's the curse of being a good-looking dude, is that if you sleep with a sub-5 woman, you're going to have a hard time getting rid of her, man, because she's not used to that type of caliber of a man. Like if you a 6, you sleeping with a 3, you're going to have a hard time getting rid of her, man. That's why I say don't ever sleep with a sub-5 woman. And if you do, make sure she doesn't know where you live. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have a hard time getting rid of her. I put that on everything. Just like this dude who's stalking this female, the dog lady, right? The dog lady, she's like a 3. She's not pretty, but yet for some reason, he's stalking her and coming around uninvited and shit. And she screamed at him last night, told him to go away, and he still came back again. I was like, damn, this dude is. Why are you stuck on her, bro? She's not pretty. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. And this guy, he's willing to go to jail behind this woman, even though she told him that she don't want him. You feel what I'm saying? And she told him to go away. I don't want you. Leave me alone. She screamed at him last night, real bad. And I said, damn, this dude keeps coming back. That let me know he got one itis, man. No other woman wants him, bro. And that's you in the fucked up position when no other woman wants you, man. You ain't got no options. You become real demonified, man. And it's like, man, you ain't got no options. You become one dangerous motherfucker, bro. You willing to die for some pussy, bro. You ready to go to jail, go to prison for some pussy. Now, this was months ago. She told him not to come back around. And he did it anyway, man. He said, fuck that. I'm gonna make that woman want me. I'm gonna make her. I'm like, bruh, you're not gonna be able to get this type of woman ever in life, bro. Like you can't even keep this one. You couldn't even, like, all you had to do was not argue and fuss and fight. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was be quiet, and let her do the talking. The nigga couldn't even do that, bro. So I said, fuck it. Dude, you got one-itis, man. No woman on this earth wants you. Man, that's bad. Well, you got like zero options. You know what I'm saying? And you got tendencies to have violent behavior. You feel what I'm saying? A motherfucker who ain't got no options, man, is one dangerous dude, bro. You feel what I'm saying? One dangerous dude. And you keep going back to that same woman over and over again. She told you she don't want to be with you. She don't want to have nothing to do with you. And you still keep going around just to bother her. And that let me know, like, this he's worthless, man. Like, I can see why he drink from sun up to sun down. The guy is a super alcoholic, bro. He's more of an alcoholic than me. At least I wait until the sun go down or past 6 o'clock, to have a drink, because I don't drink in the daytime. In the evening, yeah, but not in the daytime. I get my exercise on in the daytime. I'll be fasting and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I wait till like past 6 o'clock to do my dirt. Literally, I do that. If I'm going to drink, it's going to be past 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. But I'm like, this dude drink in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night. He went to the hospital because he was drinking too much. My friend Berto, you guys heard him. He was on some of my live streams and shit. And he stuck on that one woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? And his life is doomed, man. You had one chance to get a woman, man. You fucked it up, man. You could have, if it wasn't for your drinking and your running your mouth all the time, you probably would have copped her and stayed with her. But no, you didn't do it. And plus, she's a female you don't want to be with anyway. She's a motor mouth, and she's hard-headed, and she's hard to get along with, especially when she drinks. That's why I never touched her with a 10-foot pole. You know what I'm saying? She's below my looks level, man. Anyway. So I wouldn't want to have to do nothing with her sexually anyway. You know what I'm saying? But for you to keep coming back around, but it just shows that, hey, man, you ain't got no options. You dangerous, man. Yeah, motherfuckers are more likely to commit crimes. Motherfuckers are more likely to commit murder when they ain't got options and stuff like that. They're dangerous motherfuckers, man, because you ain't really got nothing to live for, man. See, at least I got attention. I ain't got no girlfriend right now, but I got females' attention, you know what I'm saying? Which is okay. It's better than nothing. You feel me? We're gonna fast today again. I was gonna eat. Now I'm gonna wait until 6 to eat. So we fasting today. I'm gonna try to work out capoeira today. But I got goals in life, man. So I really don't. I'm not even really trying to be with a female right now. But this guy ain't got no goals. He ain't got no plans. He older than me. He like, what, 47, 48 years old? And he's at the end of his lifespan, bro. He started coughing up blood because he was drinking too much. You know, he coughed up blood. Bro, I don't even drink that much, bro. When I do drink, it's 1 beer and 4 shots. That's not a whole lot of alcohol. You feel what I'm saying? It's not enough to go to the hospital over, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga done went to the hospital because of his coping. You know, not having a woman, walking around lost like a zombie all the time. That's that nigga Berto. Because he can't get a woman at all. He just a straight up incel. And one woman showed him attention, man, he stuck to her like glue, and he become obsessed with her because he ain't got no other options. And I told him, I said, bro, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. And I told her, don't be taking any presents that he give to you, like a beer or a cigarette. Don't take it. He gonna think that, oh, it's okay to come around now. And she took the beer, she took the cigarettes, and now he stuck to her like glue again. And I told her not to do that. She's hard-headed too, bro. That's the reason why she doesn't have a man. Because she don't listen. She needs to listen to a motherfucker. Okay? I told her, do not take any cigarettes or beer from him. You can do without it. You feel what I'm saying? Do not take, and she took it, and now he's stuck to her like glue. So now, I'm gonna get her to understand something. When I say something, I say it because I got a reason to say it. When I say something to you and I tell you not to do this, do that, it's not because I'm just trying to tell you what to do, but through life experience, I said, avoid contact with him, don't talk to him, don't take any cigarettes or beer or anything from him, because then you open up a can of worms when you do that. Like when I was dealing with Sub 5 Stalker, I tried to stick my dick in her, man, and that was a wrong decision. And after that, she was stuck to me like glue for like 5 months. I mean, bro, from October, the beginning of October, we started messing around with each other. And then the end of October, I didn't want to fuck with her no more. And then she started stalking me. From the end of October, I think it was, it was the middle of October. Because I was in the beginning. It was just only a couple of weeks. I only messed around with her for a couple of weeks. And then the middle of October, I decided not to fuck with her. And then she started stalking me from then on. Thanksgiving, she was still stalking me, still passing by my car, you know what I'm saying? All of November went by. She wouldn't leave me alone. Then December came around, Christmas, and New Year, she was still doing her dirt, throwing coffee on my car. Every single day, she threw coffee on my car to the point where it started to smell because, you know, coffee got milk in it, so it started to rot. So I had to keep on cleaning it up, man. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, I stopped cleaning it up because I got tired of doing that. So then she December, and then January came. She still was doing that shit, bro. That's a long time to be stalking somebody, bro. Not to move on like that, man. Like you know, you can't just move on. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. You see, this person doesn't have any interest in you anymore. You need to fucking move on. You need to move on, bitch. You need to fucking move on. And then January came around and she kept fucking with me throughout that whole entire month. And then February, my birthday's in February, and she still was doing it, bro, throughout February. You know what I'm saying? Throughout Black History Month, she was fucking with me, bro. And then March came along, and she was still fucking with me. And then April, she got, she went to cardiac arrest, man. She had an overdose because she was using them drugs and shit, man. And she went to the hospital and never came back. So that was the only thing that stopped her, that she had to go to the hospital. Because she would have kept going, man. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where she was trying to do that shit in front of my face. At first she was doing it behind my back. And then I used to post up by my car just waiting for her to come along so I could stop her from throwing coffee on my car. And one day she was gonna do it in my face, bruh. And I must have had blocked her shot because she was gonna throw the coffee on the car, right? And I blocked the shot, right? Because I do martial arts and I know how to block punches and stuff, and I'm really quick, and I can see the motion before it comes at me. When somebody about to wind up and throw a punch at me, I can see that coming a mile away because I'm quick. Like one time, I was flying a sign, somebody threw an orange at me, and I caught it like really quickly. And I was like, wow, how'd you do that? I said, martial arts, man. It's called reflex. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she wind up like this to try to throw. I can see it coming. Because you got to wind up and throw shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just throw it like that. You got to wind up. So I saw it coming. And then I blocked her arm from going forward with my hand to keep her from throwing on my car. And I did. I blocked it and it fell out of her hand. And she was like, oh, you hit me. I'm calling the cops. Man, I called the cops. Cops came looking for me and shit. I talked to the cops. I'm like, man, I don't believe her, man. She's obsessed with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's obsessed with me. She's been stalking me for months. She won't leave me alone, bro. And I didn't even stick my dick in her, man. I tried, but my dick wouldn't go in. It was limp. And, so I left it alone. After a while, she started talking crazy to me. That's what made me block her on the phone, because she was talking crazy because I told her to stop stalking my car. I can hear her outside. And then I saw her like walk past really quickly in my rearview mirror. That was scary right there. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of them horror movies where you see something move in the background really quickly, like a shadow go by. You know what I'm saying? That's how she was, bro. And then she didn't have many options. Nobody wanted her, but she was a reject. She's a reject in society, man. And these type of people are dangerous. A reject in society is dangerous, bro. You don't even want to have no parts of that, man. So that's why I say stop sleeping with females that are below your looks level, because you won't be able to get rid of them. You see what I'm saying? Especially if they know where you live and they know where you park, they're gonna come around and try to fuck some shit up, man. They're gonna try to make you lose your job. They're gonna try to get you arrested. They're gonna try to put you in jail and shit behind that bullshit, bro. Like I said, if you ever do it, because some of you guys will, you will sleep below your looks level. If you ever do it, make sure she don't know where you live or where you work. Make sure it's at a hotel in the boondocks somewhere, or a hotel downtown somewhere. Like bang her brains out right there, and then leave her right there. Don't take her out to eat. Don't take her to see none of your friends or nothing like that. Well, you ain't gonna do that anyway. A lot of times, man, when I dated women that was below me, I never showed her to anybody. Nah, my friends, no. I kept that shit behind closed doors. And a lot of them women who are below your looks level, they're just happy just to have sex with you anyway. Because you're above them in looks. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to get a man, you know, that's above her in looks. She just happy just to have sex with you. That's it. You don't have to take her out to dinner, nothing to eat. You know, the only time a female would ask you, "Oh, we're not going out to dinner. We're not going out to eat." If the female is around your looks level, you know what I'm saying? They expect you to wine and dine them, open up doors and shit for them. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only ones who have a problem with just having sex behind closed doors. You feel what I'm saying? But a woman that's way below you, she's a 2 or a 3, and you're like a 6 or a 7 in looks, and that's a huge gap right there. That's a huge gap. A 6 or a 7 or 2 or 3 in looks, that's a huge gap. She gonna stalk you and be stuck to you like glue, and you won't even be able to shake her, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like my homeboy Berto, he's a walking incel, bro, and he's not gonna move on from her. And I told her from the get-go, I said, this guy's not gonna stop because he doesn't have any other options. You are his only option. And I told her that. She didn't get that. And I told her to even move out of the area because you're gonna end up getting killed. This guy's gonna fucking kill you eventually. You know what I'm saying? It leads up to that, man. It starts with just, harmless, just stalking and shit like that, and coming around uninvited. You know, it starts like that. But after a while, shit starts getting serious. It starts getting physical. It starts becoming violent after a while. And then in the end, somebody's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, not all cases, but it could lead up to her getting killed. Because this guy doesn't have any options. I'm telling you, I told her that. I told her that months ago, and she didn't believe me. I said, you need to leave the area so that way you can live peacefully and longer. Because you might not live out here. And she think, oh, Berto, I know Berto. Well, you don't really know his history of past. You know what I'm saying? You know, you really don't know his history of past. So why are you entertaining this guy? Why are you entertaining him? She not listening to me. I told her she need to move from the area. I don't want to go to no other areas. Well, you're going to end up dying here. That's what's going to happen. See, people so goddamn lazy, especially her, that they're scared to change. They're scared to, relocate and change. But I told her, this guy is not going to stop stalking you because he doesn't have any options. He's a dangerous dude. I know these type of people. Feel what I'm saying? I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna keep on coming around. He's not gonna stop. Eventually, she's gonna have to get a restraining order against him. She's gonna have to go to family court, and she's too lazy to do that. I'm like, you too lazy to do all that stuff. Eventually, when something happens, it's already gonna be too late for you to run the family court and get a restraining order. You need to go do it now and stop playing around because it's not gonna work. And she looked for me to solve the problem. I'm like, look, Berto's still my friend. That's between you two. Don't put me in the middle of the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's between you two. You decided to get involved with that man. And you should have known. The guy ain't got a whole lot of options. The guy ain't got no teeth, bro. His skin looks horrible. He's below average looking. You feel what I'm saying? He got prey eyes. Okay? He's like a 3 or a 4, just like she is. What's up with it? Yeah, the Hellcat X is the claw of the Bay Area. I can dig. What's up with it, Captain Commander? You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna get surgery on my nose and my jaw. I always wanted a good jaw. You know what I'm saying? When I get a bag, nose and hair, teeth, and jaw, that's gonna run me about 50 grand. I know it ran him 35 grand. It's gonna run me 50 grand because I gotta get my hairline back in check. My hairline's gone. That came with age. My hairline started to disappear when I got in my 30s, goddammit. And then my teeth, because I haven't went to the dentist in a while, I gotta get that fixed. All my teeth aligned straight and stuff like that. That's gonna cost a pretty penny. But it's, hey man, looks at everything. So I'll be probably at 8 if I got my jawline fixed. If I got surgery on my jaw and then surgery on my nose, yeah, I'll be at 8 probably. I'll be better than I was when I was in my 20s. And my hairline is back. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, she not listening to me. I told her that she needs to switch areas because it can get really dangerous and it can get really ugly out here, man. The guy ain't got no options. No female wants him. So he gonna keep on coming around. If he can't find another woman somewhere, he gonna keep coming back to this spot. And he's gonna keep going. And that's been like, how long ago was they stalking? No, that's been since like the beginning of the winter. So that's been months, several months ago, and he's still on that same woman. You see, it was winter, I remember. It was cold. It was around, this is around Christmas, and no, this is before Christmas. It was like around Halloween. This past Halloween, yeah. Yep. It was around Halloween. It was winter, man. And now here we are, spring about to show up, and he's still stuck on that same woman, bro. And that let me know, like, damn, this guy, he ain't got no options. You know, he ain't got women that want him. Shit, I would have had moved on if I was him. I would have had go find me another broad, man. I wasn't tripping when the kid with the retarded son, the woman with the retarded son, I wasn't tripping when she didn't want to see me no more. Hey, she told me not to come around. I said, fuck it, I'm not coming around there now. Shit, I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because I had some other stuff going on. I was messing around with the Thai girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting nuts inside that cooch. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck you. I got another girl that I'm messing with. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker who got women by his side and got options, he's quick to move on. Maybe he might be stuck on her maybe for like a month or two, but eventually he's gonna move on because he got another female that's giving him attention, giving him sex. You know what I'm saying? So he said, okay, fuck that, bro. If she being difficult, I got Tanya over here. You feel what I'm saying? I got Tanya over here in this piece. You know? And it's been months and this guy's still coming around trying to see it. I said, oh man, you're gonna have to get a restraining order. And she not listening to me, man. She's a lazy ass bitch that don't want to do that. Cause you gotta go all the way downtown to family court. And she don't want to take that long. I did. Shit, I went down there, man, to try to file a restraining order against against sub 5 stalker, but she ended up going to hospital before I could get the restraining order filed. Okay? And there's a lot of stuff you got to do to get the restraining order, but it's a must-have because you got to have a peace of mind. And the person they're gonna get tired of going to jail, man. And this guy, he's not gonna quit until he goes to jail. This guy Berto, he's not gonna quit. He's gonna keep on going until he goes to jail, until something bad happens, and then or he go to jail or he get hurt somehow. You know what I'm saying? That's the only that's gonna make him stop. Other than that, if there's no consequences for him coming around, he's gonna keep on coming around. It's gonna be many months fucking with her, bro. And I don't really feel sorry for her at all. I think he came back this morning, man. I left. I said, man, you deal with that. That's between you and him. I'm not getting in the middle of this. No, I don't want to save you. Because you shouldn't have gotten involved with that guy anyway. You know what I'm saying? She get involved with the wrong people, and they always come back to stalk her and shit. Like she was messing around with this one female, but I don't think she's gay. I think they were just friends. And, you know, this one female, she got like abandonment issues. You know, another homeless female. And the female kept coming around until an altercation, a physical altercation had started between her and the girl, right? They grabbing each other's hair, they punching each other, slapping each other. You feel what I'm saying? They fighting. And then after that, the girl was still coming around stalking her, bro. Stalking her. I said to her yesterday, I said, look, you got a bunch of stalkers on your hands. You got Terry, that one chick, and you got Berto stalking you. So what are you doing to these people that's making them stalk you? You see what I'm saying? It's like, Kat is the most hated person around here, bro. Nobody likes her. She's the dog lady that be tweaking on me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes her, bro. Everybody stays away from her, man. You feel what I'm saying? Except Berto and Terry. Okay? Terry is just homeless girl with a sub 5 face that only a mother can love. You know what I'm saying? Her face is terrible. I mean, one time she tried to approach me. I must have went back into the garage because I saw her approaching me, right? I went into the garage, and then she went into the garage, and then I walked outside the garage on the other side. And then she got the picture. I'm like, don't approach me. Your face is hideous. I'm like, man, she's ugly from the flow up. You know what I'm saying? And she's a reject in society too, brother. There's a lot of rejects out here, bro, that's rejected from society. That's rejected from the dating world. There's a lot of men and women out here that are rejected from society. You know, like sub 5 stalker, no man wanted her. She stalked me for 5 or 6 months. Berto, he's stalking this other female cat, the dog lady. And it's been months. Pretty soon it's gonna be a year. You know what I'm saying? So these people who don't got options, they're gonna stalk you. And in a lot of cases, some people end up getting killed behind this mess. Because in their mind, they're thinking like, well, if I can't have you, nobody can. And then they'll end up taking it a bit further and end up killing you. And then you lose your life because somebody was who you was dealing with, didn't want to leave you alone, that kept stalking you. And you end up losing your life. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with the major generals? Yeah, stalkers ain't no joke, yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's up, major generals? What's up with it? And this guy keeps coming around. I told her she needs to move from this location because he's not gonna quit. I told her that months ago because I knew, reason why I said he wasn't gonna quit, because sub 5 stalker wouldn't quit. You feel what I'm saying? Sub 5 stalker would not stop stalking me, bro. and she wouldn't quit. And I recognized the same type of stalker's behavior in Berto. You feel what I'm saying? I said, Berto's not gonna, he's not gonna quit. And that shit just went over her head. Whatever I told her, it went in through one ear and out the next. I said, he's not gonna quit. Here we are, it's springtime. And he's still stalking her. He's still coming around trying to see her and shit. Even though she yells and screams at him, I don't want you to be around, I don't want you around, I don't want you around me. And he said, fuck what she got to say. I'm gonna force this woman to be with me. Oh, that's because then it becomes dangerous right there, man. Somebody gonna go to jail. Somebody gonna get hurt. Or worse, somebody gonna get killed. You feel what I'm saying? And I told her she needs to move from the area, and she's still here. I'm like, damn, this bitch is stupid. And she hard-headed. I can see why you ain't got no man. You ain't listening to nobody. I told her to go, move, run away with for your life, because this can get worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could get worse. But she's not listening to me. She think that she can handle this shit all on her own. No. You know, you're not calling the cops. You're not trying to get a restraining order. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's going to keep on going because there's no repercussion. You know, when they know there's no repercussion, they'll keep doing it. Like Sub 5 Stalker, she knew she couldn't get in trouble. She knew she couldn't get in trouble throwing coffee on my car every single day, which is harmless, right? And she knows the boundaries that'll keep her like out of jail. But I'm pretty sure she probably fucked up somebody's car and went to jail behind it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just throwing coffee on somebody's car, you can't go to jail because it's not real damage going on. Because I called the cops on Sub 5 Stalker 3 times. And they said that, hey, there's no real damage here. There's no vandalism. Coffee could be wiped off. You know, I'm like, what about the paint job though, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Cops shrug their shoulders like, man, we can't take her to jail. You know, this is not vandalism. There's no real damage. And she knew how to do that, bro, and ticked me off without going to jail. You see what I'm saying? She didn't stab no car. I mean, she didn't stab no tires or nothing. She didn't bust no headlight open. She didn't do none of that. All she did was throw coffee on my car every single day. And I regret trying to stick my dick in her, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm glad she got into a stroke. Or I'm glad she went into an overdose. Because she was trying to make my life a living hell, bro. She was trying to make me go to jail because I didn't want to sleep with her, bro. How fucking serious is that? How stupid is that? How idiotic is that? For you to be trying to send somebody to jail because they don't want to sleep with you. That's let me know that she's a rejection. I mean, she's a reject of society. Nobody wants her. So any person that shows her any type of interest, she gonna be stuck to that person like glue. If you even try to sleep with her, she's stuck to you. You know what I'm saying? And then she becomes a lot more difficult to deal with because she got mental health issues that's out of this world. And the moment you try to like let her go, and then she'll fucking come around. She try to fuck up your shit, throw coffee on your car. If she know where you live, she'll try to make your life a living hell, bro. She'll come around, peep in your window. That's what she was doing, bro. She was coming around, see if I had any woman in that car. She even asked me if I had another woman inside the car. I said, no, what the fuck you doing here? You know, you got any woman in here? I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. No. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna work out today, guys. My body is like telling me I need to rest for like a day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did work out with the sprints yesterday hard. I never had that problem with women who was on my looks level. Uh, it's always been the sub 5 ones, the ones who were below my looks level. And that was my first stalker, by the way. Never really had a stalker before, man. You know what I'm saying? I never slept that low before. And if I did, she didn't know where I lived. Actually, I did have a stalker once before when I was working at the club, Glass Cat in San Francisco. I had a stalker. You know, she was below my looks level, man, and she would show up after work all the time asking for me. And I used to have to go take the side door. I used to have to take the side door out and shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? Jump into the car, you know, screeching tires and shit, trying to get away from her, you know what I'm saying? You know, I would jump into that car and be like, go, nigga, go, go, go. For real, I remember doing that, bro. You know, because these people are dangerous, man. Just like, once they get a taste of the good life, once they get a taste of somebody that's above their looks level, they ain't gonna wanna let that shit go. It's kind of like, you know, you having sex with an 8 for the first time in your life and you were 6. Between a 6 and an 8, that's a different ball game, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge gap. You know, between a 6 and an 8, that's a huge gap. And you can't get no other 8s, man. You're gonna be stalking that female. Maybe she'll let me hit it again. Let me hit it. No. Women, people who got like more options, they're less needy. They're not really stalkers or nothing like that. I think like Diddy was a stalker because he was stalking Cassie and stuff. But Diddy had mental control issues. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. But for you to stalk somebody like you ain't got no money, that let me know that you got some issues going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? You got some abandonment issues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna work out today, man. I can try to work out. Because my legs and stuff need to rest up. Yeah, I'm gonna take today's off today. I'm gonna take today off, man. I did work out yesterday pretty hard. Did I work out the day before yesterday? I did 2 days in a row, right? I mean, I could try it. I could force myself to work out and warm up. What time is it? It's already 10:20. I don't know, whatever. But I'm saying, at least get a short one. Yeah, I'm gonna force myself to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a short one in. Maybe like 40 minutes or something like that. Because usually I go for like an hour. Burn some type of fat, huh? Burn something. You know. But people who don't have options, they're the most dangerous people in the world, bro. Because nobody loves them. Nobody wants to be with them. Nobody wants to they don't even want to marry them. Some people are the rejects of society, and they're the most hateful, the most evil people in the world. Like a sub-5 woman that nobody wants, man, she's the most hateful woman in the world. Why? Because nobody wants her. Nobody pays her attention or nothing. She's invisible to most men. Just like this one sub-5 female over here at Starbucks. She's the most ugliest woman on planet. I've never seen a female that ugly before. I mean, I done seen land whales that were ugly, that was tall from the flow up. You know what I'm saying? At least some of the land whales got ass and titties. But this woman is a total reject from society. She looked like she's about 50 or 60 years old. And she's the most ugliest woman in the world. And she was having problems with the staff up in there, man. And they kicked her out because she was acting she was acting out of turn, bro. She was acting belligerent. You know, they kicked her out and she came back in today. I was like, damn, what the fuck? You got kicked out of Starbucks and then you back in here again? You see, these people got abandonment issues because they've been abandoned by society. they're wanted by nobody. So these people are hard to get rid of. And her ugly ass, she was staring at me when I first started to drop weight. She was staring at me from a distance. I'm like, stop fucking looking at me. I don't want your fucking ugly ass. Why you keep fucking looking at me? It's pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking at me. I'm nowhere in the world I would be in the bed with you. I'd rather die before I be in the bed with you, bitch. She got no ass, no titties. She's shaped like a skinny ass plumber, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She got the most horrible face in the world. She looked like Sub 5 Stalker, but worse. At least Sub 5 Stalker is younger and has some big old breasts. She don't got none of that, bro. And she even said a few words to me, and I was like, don't even talk to me. Next time she say something to me, I'm gonna be like, look, I don't know you. I'm gonna straight up tell you, straight up. I'm gonna tell her, like, don't talk to me. I don't know you. I don't know you. Please don't talk to me. I'm gonna call security or somebody or staff people. Like, look, this woman, I don't know her. I'm gonna do the same thing that women do. If a Sub 5 man approaches a woman, bro, she gonna call somebody. She gonna call security. She gonna call her friend. They do not, like, fuck with Sub 5 men, bro. Like, they treat you like a bug, bro, and then they call the exterminators, bro, to exterminate you, man. Sub 5 men get treated like bugs, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that are chopped. You feel what I'm saying? They get treated like bugs. I'm gonna do the same thing. Next time she say something to me, man, I'm like, look, don't say nothing to me. Like one time I came in, I had a little bit of a cold, and I was gonna sit down, and she immediately looked at me. I guess she heard my little cough, and she turned around, she said, don't get sick. And she started smiling, and that big ass gap tooth was showing. She had a gap in her teeth, a missing tooth, she got, her grill's done, it's finished. She got like 2 teeth in the front, bro. And she got 2 teeth in the front, bro. And they're on the side, they're not in the middle. She got a whole entire football field, or a football goal, teeth, right in the middle of her groove, bro. Right in the middle of her grill. And she started laughing like it was funny. I'm like, I don't even know you. Why are you talking to me, man? And she always tried to, I don't know, she's an older Asian lady. And she always, anybody that's like black to walk in, she always try to make contact with them. Like, what, you lonely or something? Like, I'm not here to comfort you, man. Get off my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Get off of me. Don't say nothing to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, who invited you to say something to me? I do the same thing that females do. For real. If a woman that's Sub 5 and she tried to approach me and do some shit or say some shit, I'm gonna call security. I'm gonna call the staff members. Like, look, I don't know this woman. She need to get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll never sleep with a woman that's below me in looks again, bro. Ever in my life, bro. Sub 5 Stalker, that left a bad taste in my mouth, bro. Like yesterday, it was a woman that pulled up to give me a sandwich from Subway. I mean, from Starbucks, right? So I'm doing my sprints up and down this parking lot, and the next thing you know, a car pulls up and kind of pulls up on the side of me. It wasn't blocking my path, but it pulled up on the side of me, and I thought it was somebody, you know, trying to give me something, and it was. She rolled down the window, and next thing you know, she turned into a land whale, and she was big, and she came by and she gave me a sandwich. She was like, "Oh, you running? You running right now? You exercising?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm exercising." She gave me the sandwich, man. I gave it to the birds, bro, because I'm not trying to eat that. I gave it to the birds. But she was below my looks level. I could look at her face and tell, like, man, this woman is not on my looks level. I'd rather go get with boobs than be with her, man. You know what I'm saying? At least Boobs is pretty. Well, she's not pretty. She's cute. Boobs is cute. At least Boobs is cute, man. This female, she's like a 3 or a 4 or something, and she overweight and shit like that. And I was just like, no, no, nope. Do the same thing that females be doing, bro. Don't be going below you, man. You don't need to. Like keep looking for your face match, man. Stop fucking with these woofers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd do, bro. If I was out there dating right now, I'll be skipping over those sub-5 females. I'll be like, nope, swipe left. Okay, this one's cute. I'll message her, or I'll try to get with her. At least she's on my looks level. I can fuck with that. She's average looking. Okay, cool. That's good. For a woman that's a 1, 2, or 3, you better not get into the bed with her, man. You might not be able to let this bitch go, bro. I mean, she won't be able to let you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She gonna be stalking you, bro. She's one of them. I mean, not all of them like that, but you could run into some sub-5 females that are like ruin your fucking life, bro. And you be wishing you never stuck your dick in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you gotta do, bro. Stop being a horny toad, bro. Stop being a horny toad, because it's gonna get you into trouble. And when a female don't want to be with you, man, just walk away. Don't keep stalking her and shit, man. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but go to jail. When I was in jail, bro, it was plenty of motherfuckers that was in jail behind a woman, bro. They called the cops. She called the cops on them, landed them in jail for 6 months, bro. You in jail for 6 months. You can't get out. All she gotta claim is that you hit her. You know what I'm saying? That's all she gotta claim. And then your ass is going to jail because of a sub-5 woman? No, fuck that, bro. I treat sub-5 women like bugs. Just like women treat sub-5 men like bugs, I treat sub-5 women like bugs. Ew, get off me. I treat them like bugs, bro. Wake up in the morning, you got a bug next to you, you be like, oh, shit, get off me. Get off me. You know, it's like Shanae and shit, man. Waking up in the bed with Shanae. You're like, God damn, get off me. Like a bug, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, man, it can get really dangerous with these people who are rejects. A female that's never been married, that's like 40 years old, stay away from her. You know, especially if she got kids by another man, stay away, because nobody married her. She couldn't keep the man that she was with. She's a reject, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's a reject in society, bro. And these people could be really dangerous. You just gotta stay away from them, man. You know. Anyway, let me try to get my workout on, man. I'm gonna try to get a short workout. You know, get something on, man. Cause I was gonna skip it, but I say fuck it. Let me do it. Let me get another Rockstar. I mean, get another. I need another Red Bull, man, because I'm really feeling tired. I usually don't have 2 of them, man, but I'm not gonna eat nothing until 6 o'clock anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, I'll go over here, man. I'm gonna take my stuff with me. Just throw these in the garbage can, man. And my homeboy was like, man, you got dick discipline, man. You ain't trying to fuck nothing. I'm like, you gotta have dick discipline, man. That's the only thing. That's the only way you can get the things you really want in life. I skip over the ones I don't like and get to the ones I like. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're gonna have a bad sexual experience, man. Who want that? Hell yeah, the jaw tighten up. Yeah, what's up with it? Major Generals, yeah. Yeah, because I've been doing jaw exercises and working out. and fasting. So the body fat percentage, it got no choice but to go down. When you ain't eating a whole lot of food, man. I told you I skipped breakfast and lunch, you know. I used to didn't do that, man. I'm gonna go over here and get me another Red Bull and we're gonna work the hell out. You know what I'm saying? I need something. I probably won't finish it, but I need something to push me through this workout. My legs are hurting from the running yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And these females, they can be really dangerous. You gotta really, really be careful. Try to stay within your looks range. Don't go down. And you know what? And I heard stories of like Chads fucking around with average women, and the same thing will be happening to them. You know, they'll mess with a female that's a 6, and they're 8, 9, or a 10, right? And then, you know, Chad is not gonna commit to a 6, or even Tyrone. They both not gonna commit to a 6. And what they do is they pump and dump these women, and these women, they feel abandoned and they upset. They're ready to get back at them. They'll start stalking these Chads and Tyrones and messing with their property, like their car or the window in their home or something. They'll bust a window, come by, throw something a brick through the window and shit. Even sometimes some of these Chads be getting killed by some of these average women. You know what I'm saying? Because they got that, if nobody can, if I can't have you, then nobody can, you know? They got that type of mentality. These people are dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good just to stay in your looks range. You know, skip over the ugly ones, man. Don't fucking, you know, just wait. You know, be patient. Get to the ones that are at least average looking. You know what I'm saying? Skip over those ugly women. Discipline, bro. Discipline. I'm gonna go get another Red Bull because I gotta. You know, I gotta hurry up. My stuff is over there. You know how people, they love to steal stuff around this area, so I gotta hurry up and buy this Red Bull and go back over there. So I'm walking faster, man. And back to my homeboy Berto, he not gonna be able to let that woman go. He ain't got no options. Don't no woman want him. He gonna keep going back to that same spot. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I told her that Berto's not gonna stop. He's gonna keep coming around. Something, you know. What's up, boss? Red Bull. I should have got a bigger one. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm trying to get a workout in, man. Thank you, boss. And he ain't got no goals either. Like me, I got goals. So that keeps my mind preoccupied. I don't have a chance to really think about the loneliness because I'm thinking about numbers. But also I got ambition and drive and goals, you know. Okay, my stuff is still there. Shit. I come back out real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I got ambition, so that's taking over the loneliness, man. Because I'm so obsessed with like getting rich and becoming a success. I got no time to think about relationships or love or companionship, and I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I'm like, I don't want to be poor for the rest of my life either, and I hate being poor. That's the one of the worst things in the world to be is poor. You feel what I'm saying? So we go back to dating once we get the bag. You feel me? You know. You know. It's got to be a obsession, man, to be rich. You got to be obsessed with it. You know, you got to be obsessed with chasing the bag and becoming better. And then you got to picture yourself being rich, man. You feel what I'm saying? You got to picture yourself being rich. Picture yourself being, you know, in that category, living good. You know, picture yourself dating the women that you really want to date. Like that female at the barbecue spot yesterday. Man, I knew I couldn't pull her with just my looks, man. She too desirable. And the more the desirable woman is, the more men are gonna be sought after her, man. And it makes it tough. The competition is fierce. But if you stay disciplined on your craft, eventually, man, you'll surpass your competition for that woman. You'll eliminate your competition for that woman, man. You feel what I'm saying? When you pull up in that Lambo or that Porsche, that high-end Porsche, that'll eliminate a lot of your competition, women like her. You know, that's why I'm trying to get you guys to understand. The bag will make dating a lot easier for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, even with money, it's hard. No, it's not. The reason why I say even with money, or the reason why I disagree with that is because you are part of the 20% if you got a lot of money. There's not too many men who have a lot of money. There's plenty of women to go around, but there's not plenty of high-value men who got bread. Even Myron was saying that on Fresh and Fit. He was like, man, these guys are rare. The guys who got the money, got the bread, these guys are rare. There's not enough to go around for all the women. So no, you get the upper hand once you get the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get the bag, there's not too many dudes out there like you, but there's a whole lot of women out there, beautiful ones, that would love to be with a man with some money. You feel what I'm saying? So I disagree with even with money is hard. No, it's not. Now, they might cheat on you, but my thing is attracting women and sleeping with them, having options. That's what I care about. Yeah, you might get a Stacy or Keisha that might cheat on you, but you can replace her so goddamn quickly, it'll make your motherfucking head spin. Matter of fact, it'll make her head spin, okay? Before the sun goes down, you have another woman living with your house, living in your house, sucking your dick and cooking meals and stuff. Before the sun go down, that's how quick you can replace her, and you'll never be alone. That's the key. Never being by myself. Always got a nice piece of ass on the side of me. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Woman want to leave me. She want to cheat on me with a Chad or a Tyrone. She can go ahead and do that. I bet you'll come home and your stuff will be on the porch talking about get the fuck out of my house. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do, man. You get the bag, man. The odds will be stacked in your favor. And then the fucking shoe will be on the other foot. And the other side of the seesaw will be up. So, or down. You feel what I'm saying? You know, the tables will turn once you get the bag, man. And you don't have to settle for no duck-looking bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? You'll be dating hot models for the rest of your life as long as you stay rich. You know, as long as you stay with the bag, you'll be dating nothing but hot pieces of pussy. Look at Mike Tyson. He's been dating 8, 9s, and 10s since he became champion back in the 80s and shit. You know, Even though he's sub-5, but he's still been dating beautiful women. Because why? Because he's Mike Tyson and he got that money. He about to fight Floyd Money Mayweather coming up, man. He about to make $20 million on that fight. So, as long as you got the bag, man, guys, they will flock to you. I don't have to do shit. Can you imagine having a bag and the women just flocking to you? The women that you desire, not the ones, the duck-looking bitches, bro, but the ones that you desire. Those are ones that will flock to you. And you'll have nothing but grade A pussy for the rest of your life. End the story like that, man. End the story. Okay, so we're gonna, this Red Bull's kicking in. I was dehydrated earlier too, man. That's why I had to get 2 of these. But we ain't gonna be drinking. We ain't gonna be drinking tonight. We're not gonna eat until 6. I'm gonna have a big meal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna split it into 2, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I like the attention that females have been giving me lately, man. It's like night and day shit. Like I told you, I went into the store yesterday to get me some water. There was 3 women. One that was out of my league, and one was an average-looking woman, and there was one that was a below-average-looking woman. I got the average woman's eye. She started looking at me. She was wanting to say hi to me in my face and stuff. I got her eye. Like I said, I always had the average woman's number, bro, because I'm average, and people who are average, they attract each other. Okay, like Thickums, she's average with some big old nice melons and a nice titties. She's like a 5 in the face, man. She ain't got no lips though, you know, but she got a lot of thickness that I like it, you know. It make up for not having such a beautiful face, but she's not sub-5. Not like that short chick. That short chick. She's below average looking. She's like a 3, man. She treat me like a celebrity and shit. Every time I come in, she's happy to see me and shit. You know. Women, they treat men who are above them like celebrities. For real. Chaz and Tyrone get treated like celebrities. Average men get treated like celebrities by women who are sub-5. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the average woman, she ain't gonna treat you like no celebrity, bro. She'll notice you. She'll even give you a chance. But she's not gonna treat you like you're special than her, more special than her. I mean, it's always the females that are below you that treat you like you special. Like Thickums, she always saying hi to me, man. She got a nice body shape below the waist, but above the waist, she lacking. She lacking, man, a lot. Below average looking, and they know they below average looking, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with the Sean Breezy? They know they're below average looking. They probably got a below average looking boyfriend at home. They ain't got no Chad on or Tyrone. No, they probably got a face match at home. And you come along, you like a 6 and shit. And she's a 3. Because Thickum, she's a 3. I don't rate the body, I rate the face, you know, like, just because she has a hot body, it doesn't mean that she's beautiful, bro. Like, no, the face matters, man. No, she's not cute, she's not beautiful. She's below average looking. Even though she got a Coke bottle frame below the waist, nothing. And this is one girl that they just hired about a couple of weeks ago, and she got a hot body on her. Boy, we talking about hourglass for days. You feel what I'm saying? She got an hourglass for days. She was hot. I mean, boy. She said hello to me a few times. She noticed me a little bit, but she not all on my jock, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really all on her jock because she's like a 4 in the face, but she got a smoking hot body. Hourglass shaped for days. Even these women won't give me no attention, man. Like a butterface, you know, they're worshipped in society too, man. You know, she got a big ass forehead though. She got glasses on. That brings down her looks. A female with glasses, that brings down the looks. So now I give her about 4.5, man. She almost a 5, but she smoking hot below the waist. I mean, below the neck, I mean. You know what I'm saying? These women got options, bro. They're not gonna treat you like a celebrity, but she don't treat me like a celebrity, bro. You feel what I'm saying? No, you looking at her, you know. But to me, would I be with her long term? No. Her face don't match mine, man. Boobs is more attractive than her, man. In the face, not in the body, but the face. Boobs got a more attractive face. Matter of fact, Boobs is the prettiest one out of all of them in the face. Her and Little 7. Boobs is a 7. Boobs is a 6. Little 7 is a 7 in the face. And I seen Little 7 doll up, man. She take herself up to an 8, bro. Like, damn. You know how much I weigh so far? I'm about 250. Well, 215, sorry. 215. 215. I weighed myself yesterday. 215, man. Was watching Loser Maxin channel, and he said one thing that stood out. We're in competition with every man in the world. Yeah, that's why you gotta be on your P's and Q's. I mean, listen here, man. No time for laziness and no time to be undisciplined. Okay? No time for laziness and no time to be undisciplined. That's where you start becoming very unhappy with yourself. I notice when I'm disciplined and my body fat percentage is lower, I'm more confident. I become Hellcat X. You feel what I'm saying? And when I'm at a higher body fat percentage, I'm more miserable. You feel what I'm saying? And I eat a lot of junk and I drink a lot. And just losing this weight, man, and getting all this attention is motivating me to slow down on the drinking, because I see that it fucks up my looks. I made a comparison of pictures when I'm drinking and a comparison when I take a couple of days off from drinking. And I saw how more attractive my face was, without all the alcohol in my system and shit. So I said, okay, we got to slow down on that, man. So, yeah. So we're going to be taking 2 or 3 days off of drinking. We're going to be drinking like twice a week now. So got to get it under control, man, because fucking up my face, bro. That's what brings the women in, bro. I can't fuck that up. It's like an investment, bro. You can't fuck your investment up. You're working out here, you're working out, all this hard work and dedication, man. Don't let it go to waste. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck up your hard work. Get down. So yeah, I'm still dropping the body fat. We fasting today. Matter of fact, I'm about to work out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I get that without work out. No time for laziness. True. Yeah, I gotta work out right now. Yeah. No. That's one thing you don't want to do. Before I end this live, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. One thing you don't want to do is be lazy. There's no time for that. The date market is too goddamn competitive. There's men out here that not lazy, bro. They work hard just to compete with you and shit. You see what that dude Clive, what he doing? He's maxing himself out all the way through. He's like doing all he can to max everything out. That's what they call it, looks maxing. He's maxing out his jaw. He's maxing out his nose. He's maxing out his skin, his hair, clothing, money. He's maxing out everything that he could possibly max out. And a lot of guys don't get that, man. They don't want to do height surgery and shit like that, man. But if you don't, you are screwed for life. It's like, why not like get height surgery if you're 5'4"? because then you'll be screwed for life. Oh, well, you got to do many months of rehabilitation. I'm like, well, many months compared to like a lifetime sounds like a better deal to me. If I was 5'4" and all I had to do was suffer for like 6 months so I could be taller, I would do it, because it beats a lifetime, bro. They don't look at the, I'm getting excited here, man. Some guys, they don't look at the bigger picture. They don't think like, damn, I could spend time money maxing, looks maxing, and I won't be in the situation forever. But a lot of guys, they don't want to do that. They say, oh, I don't want to hurt my body. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But they're not looking at like, damn, this is only going to last for some months compared to a lifetime of being short and suffering. You're going to be short forever. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do something. So they don't look at it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. When I'm chasing the bag, I know in the future I'm gonna get somewhere. Eventually, I'm gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying? Down the stretch, later in life. But it beats being broken, dusty, and struggling for the rest of my entire life. Some guys don't get that part, man. They don't. And you gotta tell them over and over again, nigga, you're gonna be here forever. You ain't gonna never get out of it. Never, ever, ever, ever. You're gonna be stuck forever. I'd rather be slowly climbing myself out of my struggle than be here until the day that I die. Fuck that. I'm not gonna let that happen. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be here for the rest of my life, stuck, struggling in the dating market. That's why I started losing weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started dropping the body fat percentage. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I mean, I wasn't a bad looking dude, even at a higher body fat percentage, and it wasn't definitely like 2017 where I was a big ass ham hog, okay? Because I was still working out, even though I was eating 3 meals a day, eating badly and poorly and shit. Niggas waiting on Jesus to save them. Ain't that the truth? Well, let me tell you something. The reason why Jesus ain't coming to save you because he don't exist. Simple as that. This ass Mr. 28 years, man. The guy was stuck for 28 years. If he would have been on his hustle, his money grind, he would have been out way before that 28 years would have came around. He would have been like Mike Tyson. Even though he was sub-5, he'd be dating beautiful women because of his money. That's why I say, guys, status is only gonna come with discipline, man. You're not disciplined, you won't get it. You're not disciplined with the eating, with the calorie intake, you won't lose weight. I don't care how much you work out. You're not gonna lose weight if you don't change the calorie intake. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna change. You see, things started changing for me when I dropped the weight and I stopped taking in so many calories. Then everything started playing out better for me. But as long as I was undisciplined, I was gonna keep that fat on my face, even though I was still attracting women. That was only 10 pounds ago. You feel what I'm saying? But I made adjustments and I changed, and then things started working out. But I gotta go. I gotta work out now. We're gonna do a short workout though, because I'm still kind of tired. But this Red Bull is helping me out. It's waking me up now. I feel alive. You guys have a good day. I'll be back on after I'm done working out. You know how I do it. After workout video. Same old, same old. Have a good day. I'm out. Peace. I gotta work out now.